Welcome again to my channel, LR Retro. Now, we will review the next chapter of Grappler Baki, the Prehistoric Pickle arc. It's the chapter where the prehistoric man Pickle defeated the prodigy Orochi Katsumi. Do you think Pickle would kill Katsumi for his defeat? Let's find out. But first, please know that you can buy the new Grappler Baki volume collections, Baki the Grappler Season 1 and 2 DVDs, and Bandai's Grappler Baki figurine on the link on the description below. By buying, you can help the channel grow and release more Baki videos. Please subscribe and let's begin. The chapter starts inside the Tokyo Dome Arena. Pickle is currently crying while biting Orochi Katsumi's arm. Katsumi then thinks, "How is it, Pickle? Do I taste good? Are you satisfied? You see, I will keep my promise. I had no intention of surviving this match. So don't worry. Eat to your heart's content. You win. Go for it. Devour me. Have your fill. Eat all of me. Take my arms. My legs. And my head too. There's plenty to enjoy." Then Katsumi passed out. Everyone is surprised. Baki then thinks, this is what he wants. To be eaten by the beast. Then the prehistoric man walks closer to the helpless young master. Takugawa can't take what he is seeing. He then thinks, "Forgive me, Pickle. We are not in the Jurassic era anymore. I will break my promise. I can't let you do this." All of a sudden, Takugawa's men stands up all around the arena while holding a rifle. Takugawa continued, "Even Yujiro went down with these elephant tranquilizers. You will go to sleep." Then he got surprised. Because the god hand of Karate Orochi Doppo appeared out of nowhere. And he's ready to strike Takugawa in the face. He then said, "Sir, I'll have to ask you. Order them to put down their rifles." "What? Takugawa-san. I mean it. Are you trying to put my son to shame?" After he accepted his defeat with a warrior's honor. "Was this your plan all along?" Katsumi and Pickle laid down their own rules for this fight. They didn't sign it or set it, but they knew very well what would happen in case of defeat. The outcome of this fight is nobody else's business, nor should we tip the scales. The meaning of honor. The point of a pledge. All of a sudden, everyone became surprised. Because the primitive man Pickle is praying. No matter what era, times, races, culture, and intellects, there is an action that human beings use that is beyond such differences. When they face an event of the universe that surpasses human knowledge or logic, or when they encounter a higher spiritual power that overflows with love, mercy, and will, beyond humanity, closer to the divine. This is something that cannot be imitated or simulated. For a strange reason, humans find themselves bringing their hands together with great respect. What it was supposed to be a spoil of war was actually given by the dear opponent with great kindness. No matter how savage, he is still a man. No matter how primitive, he's still a friend. Being challenged, fighting, the victory, and eating. Being attacked, countering the attack, fighting, winning, and eating. On the age of the strongest food chain in the history of Earth, there was no shortage of stronger enemies. There was no shortage of food either. All the challengers were the top heavyweights of an ultra-super high class. Fear or hesitation was out of the question. When facing a bigger and stronger enemy, it was something worth of high respect. And now, a different kind of enemy is lying in front of you. An enemy smaller than you. He came throwing his little legs. He came very fast throwing his little hands. A weak little one. Without any claws or fangs. Or natural defenses like venom or horns. But his attacks were of incomparable intensity. Better than the T-Rex fangs. Better than the horns of a triceratops. Or those stomps of the Supersaurus that made the earth shake. There are certain things in life that can be understood without words. Probably, this weak little man gave his life for something bigger than his own existence. Even without the understanding of the word sacrifice, its essence can be understood. This man, in exchange for his enormous efforts, must have obtained a powerful weapon. Still, with his weak little hands and his weak little feet, certain things can be understood without words. He polished such a soft and weak body part. Into a fang. Into a horn. Into a claw. What an invaluable treasure. A treasure that has been offered. Effort. Sacrifice. Weakness. Result. Self-improvement. Treasure. Everything was so clear without a single word. For the first time in his life, He's walking away with an empty stomach. But instead, an unknown sense of satisfaction runs through Pickle's body. After that, Takegawa's men quickly carried Katsumi in a stretcher. However, the man carrying him questioned. What's going on? What's up? Those 50,000 people. They just disappeared. What? It's so quiet. From the 55,000 Shinshinkai members that filled the stadium, not a single one left. Not even to go to the toilet. Nobody was missing, of course. Because something very rare was happening. The reason you couldn't see them was because everybody was kneeling out of respect. It finally became unbearable to look down at their proud leader from high above. Nobody told them to do it. They did it by choice. The act of kneeling down on the floor and lowering their head was an act of loyalty. Baki regretted what he said from the bottom of his heart. It was a slip of tongue spouted from jealousy before he could realize it. Previously, on numerous occasions, he felt let down by the arrogant attitude of this man. A reckless man, always pushing his luck. A cocky and peppy leader. Baki would have never guessed in a million years that a man like this would show such a noble blossoming. The father was proud. The two men who have treaded a path of being unrelated father and son. Looking back, it could have been at that moment, maybe. The moment when he knew about the loss of the Chinese martial artist Retsukayo and the circumstances surrounding it. He then remembered what Katsumi said before fighting Pickle. I'm going to say one more time. I will eat Pickle. I don't care what are the rules or laws anymore. The son he knew would never made him feel this way before. That boy was about to change. I didn't have a chance against you. What a great metamorphosis. Dr. Payne then questioned. Where's Pickle? Takegawa replied. Can you hear that? A howl. It sounds like it was coming from an abyss. It might seem that he has no injuries and received no damage. But even for Pickle, the battle also took its toll on him. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think Orochi Katsumi can still continue fighting, even after losing his right arm? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, A Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Will, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Joshua Ash, Aiden, Mars Kane, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Jaden Robinson, Carlos Rios, Reiner Braun, Tarek Abujaber, and Brennan. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Sean. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the confrontation of the God Hand of Karate Orochi Doppo and the strongest being Hanma Yujiro. Stay tuned.